I met a gypsy.
I don't want to give you advice as an athlete. I'll just give you advice as a friend. When you said that, like, you're so nervous and sitting in the start line, so for me anyway, like, I get so nervous for jiu-jitsu competitions. Like, it's just a fucking very scary, challenging, like, confronting experience, because you're just about to go fight someone. You're not punching and shit, but, like, he's literally trying to rip your fucking arms off. And, like, I would
get it.
That swag last night. Did you like Dino's setup last night? Rowan's got PTSD. Straight up the fucking swag.
You're gonna come in tonight, have a little campfire set up, some marshmallows.
Like, we should fucking get a camp stove, go and make some coffees in the morning in there.
the gypsy life.
Fuck. So I just get, like, insanely nervous, and there was one day, there was one comp, I can't remember where it was. I was just fucking cooked. And mind you, I hadn't lost a match in, like, a couple years. So, like, and I was still getting this nervous. And I was just like, I was over it. I literally was just sick of it. And I'm sitting there so nervous. And I was like, all right, dude, you're either going to do it or you're not. Are you going to do it? Yes, I will do this match. Okay. Why the fuck are you torturing yourself then? If you're going to do this and you're going to slap hands and then you're going to just start doing jiu-jitsu, then don't fucking torture yourself for the days, weeks, months leading up to it. Just fucking do it. Either do it or don't do it. And, like, so I had, like, this ruthless conversation with myself. And then after that, like, from then on, like, I was still nervous, but it wasn't like, I would feel sick, like, exactly what you said. Like, the nerves were just so crippling. Like, it was just such a heavy experience. And I remember the last, I did the state titles last year, and it was before the final. I was fucking so chilling, dude. I saw a guy and I was talking to him, and then I was like, all right, man, cool. Like, I'll do my thing. Just sat there, no music. I was just stretching and just went. Any voice I got in my head that wasn't in line with, like, doing this thing that I was about to do, just clip it. Clip it from the program, because it's just like, you're either going to do it or you're not. And if you're going to do it, don't torture yourself on the lead up to it. You know, like, at some point, those fucking beeps are going to go off and you're going to push forward and pedal down the hill, and then you're in it. You know, so it's like, that's me. I don't know if that resonates or helps, but, like, that fucking helped me so much, to just be like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. And, like, I never really got that nervous for motocross races, just probably because I wasn't that good, and I wasn't ever in the hunt to win. Whereas I think with jiu-jitsu, like, because I can win the competitions, like, feels like there's more pressure maybe.
Builds it up more.
But, like, even when I went to Manji, not nervous at all. Just drove for 4 days. I was just sitting on the line chilling. I was like, I'm not going to deal with these fucking nerves. Because when the gate drops, I'm gonna go ride. So who gives a fuck?
You can't you're trying to control what hasn't even happened yet. Or you're trying to, like, worry about something that's like,
well, you're sort of in this mindset of, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. This is gonna, like, you're talking yourself out of something that you're eventually gonna do.
My dad gave me a really good analogy, which I use all the time now. But he used to be, like, a rigger, like, on buildings and welder and whatnot. And he would say, like, he'd walk along these beams, like, 50 feet up in the air, and he said people wouldn't do it. Like, people would be shit scared of it. And it's because it's like, they look at either side of the beam. They don't look at, if you look at the beam and you walk across it, you can walk straight across it. If you look at the fall, you're going to fall, or you're going to worry about the fall, and then it's going to freak you out and you're not going to be able to do it. So, like, I think I always say, me and my girlfriend always say it now, because we're like, we're not looking at if we say, like, we're stressing out, it's like, we're not looking at the beam. So it's like, as soon as you start to freak out, just look at the beam, look at that race run, look at the person you're going to fight in jiu-jitsu. And it's like, if you're looking at that, that's your focus. Everyone looks at the fall instead of what they actually need to do. And that's where I think, like, that's what I was doing. I got so worried about not qualifying at Leger because I'd just gone.
You were looking at the fall.
I was looking at the fall. I was looking at not qualifying. I was looking at what had just happened at Leo Gang. And it got so into my head that I was just worried about letting people down. I started putting their expectations on me, and it was just a slippery slope. And I just remember after that, I was like, I'm not going back into that shit because I don't even want to do it. And then I did change my mindset about being more just like, look at the beam, look at what I need to do, and then doing it. because even it was funny because before Leo Gang, I did a post which a lot of people seem to get around, but it was like changing your mindset from a result-based mindset to like an experience-based mindset. So just the experience of being over there and being able to do what I was doing and enjoying the process of it is such a win. That's like the result is just the cherry on top. So it's like you look at the whole experience of racing a World Cup or producing a podcast, whatever, like that's all a win up until the point. It's like, just say, again, like what we're doing now, I would say is a good experience, but just say you put this online and just no one listened to it, and then you looked at this whole thing as a negative. It's like, what? Yeah. So I posted that, and a lot of people got behind it. It was like the whole thing, just drop the ego, do it because you love it and enjoy it. And then I didn't qualify at Leo Gang, and I remember it was funny because I if I'm pissed off, I put myself away from the group of people because I never want to bring people down because of something that I experienced. So I got down from quali and I just rode up. There's like a little bike track next to the event. Rode up and just kind of laid on the grass for 20 minutes, like going over it in my head, trying to get out all the negativity and everything. And I'd feel a bit positive, and then I'd just think about certain things and everything, and I'd get real negative again. And then I was there for about 20 minutes just laying on the grass. And then eventually I thought about that post that I'd just written like a couple of days before, and I was like, shit, man, you got to start practicing what you preach now. And I just put a smile on my face, and I went back to my tent, and everyone's bummed, and I was like, it's all good, shit happens kind of thing. But it's just like, you got to keep yourself accountable. Like, you got to practice what you preach. You can't just preach that and then just go be the negative guy. And I think if you do stuff and put stuff out like that, you've got to live up to it. You can't say something and then do the other thing. But like, I'm not always positive. Like I cracked the shits, but I went off and cracked the shits on my own time. Because I hate when you see someone has a bad time and then they think they have the right to bring everyone else down. And I was like, why does your shitty time have to bring me down?
I could not agree
And it's
more.
just like, sort your shit out and come back and see me when you're happy, but don't come here and start whinging about shit that I had nothing to do with. It's like, yeah, friends can help friends out, but don't just whinge about it. Like, how can we fix this? Like, look at the things that we can do to make this better. Like, I think it's like you talk about stressing out or worrying. I think if it's like you've literally just got a problem solve, it's like, what are you worrying about? And then make a list of that and go, well, I'm worrying about, because it's like if you're prepared for something and you've ticked all your boxes, that's where you get your confidence from. So if you're worried about, but I didn't train hard enough, it's like, well, you've got to train harder.
Yeah.
Or if like you're worried about, I didn't sleep properly, it's like, well, you got to sleep properly. Like, write the things down that you worry about and then work out ways to fix that instead of just being like stressed about it and then not taking any action to fix it.
And then in the moment, you can't let it stress you out in the moment because it's too late.
It's too late. You're there.
That's the other thing that I think about too with like the jiu-jitsu stuff is like, it's too late. I don't know. I can't learn any more techniques.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, what I'm bringing to this match is what I'm bringing to this match. And if this dude's fucking better than me, this dude's better than me. Yeah. Like, there's a certain point too where like worrying about something in the moment that's about to go down, waste of time.
It's only going to affect you in a negative way. It's like the whole thing, run what you brung. And it's like, this is all you brung. Better be ready to run it. Yeah. But yeah, there's no point stressing at that point. It's like, cards are on the table.
Yeah. You've got a hand of cards.
Yeah.
Like, when you get to the top of a start, in the start box, you've got a hand of cards.
Yeah.
Everyone else on the hill's got another hand of cards, and then you just got to play your cards. And you can just try and play them right.
And you can stack the deck in your favor. That's what people.
That's what preparation is.
Yeah, that's what people that are winning. They've just stacked the deck in their favor. But they've done that. That's all like. That's getting up early. That's training harder. That's sleeping right. And like that all takes time and effort. But you do it, man. Because like, I love when I've gone to races knowing that I've done like when I said I went to in the start of 2018 when I qualified second and got third, like I remember rocking up and just being so confident and comfortable. I remember there was like a triple, this like random little sketchy rock triple, and normally first run you kind of like scope out everything and like you're not really warm or anything. Anyway, it was like quite a sketchy jump, and I remember coming into it and there was just all these bikes piled up to look at it because it was sketchy. You know, like normally I'd stop and look at it as well. And I came in, I saw these bikes stop, and I was like, I'm just going to hit it, and just sent it first lap, and I was like the first guy to do it. And just from that point, I was just like, my confidence just kept building and building and building, and I like just that little bit, it will just build in the right direction. So it's like if you can come in, but I just knew I was confident because like I'd done all this. I'd done all the work, man. Yeah. It's like you can't do everything right. And like, yeah, obviously things can go wrong still, but it's hard for things to go wrong when you do everything right. Yeah. It's like you tick all the boxes that need ticking, you're going to probably get a good result on that test. And that was like the whole thing. It's just like I went there confident, feeling good, rode well, and like it was all so easy. And it's like, if you do everything right, life becomes so easy. You see, like, and again, it's not that hard if you know what to do. Like, that's the thing now, is like, I know what I need to do. Like, I just need to repeat that. That's like, you just got, it's hard to commit to it, and it's hard to stay, I guess, motivated in it. And then for, like, again, like I said, it's kind of isolating, and like, you've got to give up a lot of stuff. But if you can do that, like, the process to actually do it, it's just, you just need to get up and do it every day.
Yeah.
But that takes a lot to do. But the actual processes are like, they're all out there. Like, I'm sure when you talk to Gwyn and stuff, like, he's like, a lot of top guys are very open about what they do.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.